it's a really hard race. Like it's warm, it's altitude, it's suffering, but if you're in a good shape, you can really enjoy it because it's also very beautiful.
How do you you know what the ascent's all about? Now you're running the marathon. How are you just mentally approaching the idea that once you get to the top of it, you got to turn around and come back down?
Oh, I'm scared. She sounds like a fearless ascender. I'm worried about the descent. I definitely like the uphill, but I do know the trail, being local and being in Colorado, so I'm familiar with all the little turns and switchbacks, and I just try my best on it, try not to fall. Hopefully there won't be any blood. I know sometimes there is, though.
Still sunflower season. Hey there, Coach Sage here. Manitou Springs approaching Garden of the Gods. It's the day before the Pikes Peak Marathon. What's the date there? I don't know what day it is. It's August 17th maybe? It's Saturday. And yeah, just some final thoughts before the race. Interesting tidbit. Today was the ascent, or the half marathon race, essentially, where you just go uphill, which I've done twice in the past. It was shortened. Instead of being a half marathon uphill to the top of Pikes, 14,000 feet, it stopped at Bar Camp, 7.6 miles, about 12K in, only 10,000 feet of elevation. Makes the race a lot different, right? You're talking about 3,000 meters you're topping out at instead of 4,300 meters. So you don't get that last 4 miles up really high where it gets rocky, above tree line. The last 5Ks above tree line mainly. And it makes it a really fast race, because I think the winning time is about 1:06 by Azalea for the men and Kim Dobson for the women. Kim Dobson, amazing athlete. She's got the record in the ascent, the full ascent, as well as phenomenal times at Mount Washington. But yeah, it was a surprise because I guess there was a risk of thunderstorms this afternoon. Thunderstorms, lightning. They're mainly worried about the lightning, I think. Yesterday there was pretty big hail though in the afternoon here. The biggest hail I've ever seen in my life. It damaged cars by. It was like, you see the clip there, one of the hail balls I picked up a couple hours after it happened, but that was falling hard. And that was down here in Manitou at only about 7,000 feet. So, you know, you are exposed on that mountain. If there is a lightning storm and it's wet out, you will get lit up. And so I think that's the risk. But, you know, weather concerns, it looks a little iffy tomorrow as well. Today's forecast didn't seem to materialize. Tomorrow it looks about the same. It's hard to tell. I'm nervous about what they're going to do if they shorten the race. They could easily shorten it. I imagine we'd run up to Bar Camp and then back down. It would only be about a 15-mile race or a 31K race. And not get in that super high altitude stuff that I've been practicing on more. So, you know, that kind of race changes the dynamic. I'd carry less. It would be much faster. The dirt trails in Bar Trail down low are much faster because it's runnable dirt. Kind of smooth pack. Less technical, less steep in general as well. And yeah, with this competitive field, you know, it's probably gonna be my last race of the Golden Trail Series. if I qualify with enough points to make the final, which I'm hoping to do, but I might not because I did so bad at Zagama. I barely got any points. And I got the Jungfrau Marathon coming up in 3 weeks. But yeah, it's, you know, I'm gonna try to go for the win. I'm not gonna lie, it's a competitive international field because the Golden Trail Series, we got Max King, Stian, one of the best climbers, if not the best climber in the world, I think. At least at certain grades, you know, he's smashed some like VKs, and he's a great climber. I've seen him in action at Mount Punk Marathon. But one of the best climber I've seen in person, probably from Norway, as well as, you know, the women's field, Emily Forsberg, Laura, local Christina. I'll just list their last names here so I don't mispronounce any. There's tons of other field. Those are just people at the press conference yesterday. Had a nice press conference. I think Remy pulled out, Remy Bonnet, and who else? Some other people might pull out. You never know. Ruth Croft pulled out, I think. She just smashed Sarah's. And also, yeah, you never know the elite field. You see the list, but you don't know till race day who's going to show up on the list. And we don't know what the race distance is going to be tomorrow morning. They called it a half hour before the start of the ascent this morning. So could be a last minute decision. I hope that's not the case. I want to run the full distance. I want to go up to 14,000 feet, 4,300 meters. Because I like that altitude. I don't want it to play more into Max King's hands at the lower altitude on Bar Trail. But there's tons of other guys. There's a guy, I think that is a rumor, the guy that smashed a couple of Kilian Jornet's FKTs on some of those 5 summits mountain project. He's got the FKT, I think, at Kilimanjaro, some other mountain. Supposedly he's in the race. I'm leaving out some guys too. We didn't see everyone at the press conference yesterday. Dakota Jones. There's other Americans, top Americans as well in the race. Gosh, I'm leaving out so many guys now. I'll try to list some more names, but I don't know who's starting. I don't know what the race distance is going to be. See Garden and the Gods there. You know, I feel pretty good. I'm healthy, can't complain, no excuses. Training's been going pretty well. Speed Goat, again, I wasn't really that pleased with Speed Goat. Getting second was a huge honor, and it was hot, so I think that influenced the times more this year, maybe in the past, but I wasn't happy with how I felt in my times at Speed Goat. I did the best I could though, and I couldn't beat David Sinclair on the day, so hats off to him for the win. It's always a tough challenge, but I'm hoping my fitness is better for this race, even though Speed Goat was only 3 weeks ago. It was a little bit of a tight turnaround, but I know this course. I'm from Colorado. You know, I live 2.5 hours north of here. I'm used to some altitude. You never get totally used to the high altitude. You know, I don't sleep at super high altitude all the time, right? Boulder's only 5,200 feet, or was that like 1,500 meters? But we tried to get up as much as we could. But if we turn around to Bar Camp, it won't matter as much. That being said, wear the Hoka One One Torrent. Drymax Stage Runner socks from Pro Sport calf sleeves are too. If I wear my Garmin, it's a shorter race, hopefully. Gosh, if we do the full course, I think it's going to take close to 3:30 to win it, depending on weather conditions and if it's the full course. So I'm planning for that. What other sponsors can I plug? My Spring Energy. I'll be taking a bunch of Canaday, maybe 10 or 11. I'll be drinking Electro Ride. Carrying a Nathan pack, the new Vapor Zach. It's called the Zach pack for Nathan hydration. Yeah, so that's the idea. And tapering down, it's just a short, easy run, which I'm about to turn around here, but you get a good view of some aspect of Garden of the Gods rock formation. The park there, oh, there's Pikes right up there. I think you could see basically the top of Pikes there, 14,000 feet. Hope we could go up there tomorrow. Hope there's not thunder and lightning. You know, it's a 7 a.m. start, and usually it's clear in the mornings, but if you you know, for the runners coming up later in the afternoon above tree line, it's exposed. You're going to be above tree line maybe for like 2 hours. You get really dangerous if there's lightning strikes. So that's kind of, I don't know why they made the call for shortening the race today and how they might do it for tomorrow. And we'll try to play it by ear on that. But thanks so much for following along, guys. Really appreciate your support. There'll be more training talks on here as well. Again, I can't thank you enough for the Patreon supporters for really making this channel growth possible and allowing me to do so many videos now. I'm going to try to, you know, always be regular with my video uploads, at least one a week, if not 2 or 3 per week. Depends on the travel and racing training schedule a bit. But yeah, gotta have a good internet connection mainly. But I love to video edit. It's just a passion of mine, trying to improve the skills always in that. So any constructive criticisms or comments, topics you'd like to hear about, again, we got an extensive playlist on here on VO2 Max Productions. We have another channel, Sage Running, with some different content and videos, but definitely going to do more informative stuff. You can check out Sandy's channel, Running Wild to Believe, as well. She's got different angle vlogs of mountain towns and things like that, training advice, hill running, more core exercises and stuff that we do, flexibility, strengthening, injury prevention, stuff like that. But really can't thank you enough. The generosity of the running community never ceases to amaze me. I met some really cool people yesterday for the first time doing this race, and it's just really awesome to interact with you guys from all around, and how running unites us. Any surface, any distance, whether you like trail mountain ultras, or you like 5K, 10K on the road, or you're just starting off running, or you're a veteran who's been running longer than me. I hope you could find something on this channel. But it's really the whole experience here, and me being able to run still is really made possible by your support of title sponsors like Oko and Aone, but just your support in general, as it means a lot to me. So I can't thank you guys enough. Be sure to subscribe on here for more of these types of videos. Sandy and I do sell training plans on our coaching website, sagerunning.com. You can check that out over here, as well as check out the playlist for more types of videos. But thank you so much, guys. Hope your running's going well, and I'll see you next time. It's time to fly. Woo.